Courtesy, Demic. The spiritual meaning of waking up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and 5 a.m. There are 14 main meridians that run through the body, 12 of which are aligned with the 24-hour clock. This means that there are 2 hours a day when a meridian, which runs through a certain part of your body, becomes the main one. The meridians are related to body parts and processes, as well as emotions and experiences. In fact, the time you wake up can tell you which meridian is disturbed. The time of night greatly determines what happens when you wake up. It is also important to consider how often you wake up at night. If you wake up every night between 3 and 5 a.m., it may mean that you are experiencing a spiritual awakening. This is especially true if you never wake up during the night and there is no obvious reason, like going to the bathroom, why you woke up. Spiritual significance of waking up at 1 a.m. Physical. You may have circulation problems, especially your heart, or your gallbladder. Mental. It means you have too much worry in your heart and mind, and these worries and resentments are now testing you. Spiritual. You need energy. You are giving more than you are getting, and it is wearing you down. You may not be open to receiving, but you also may not know how to make yourself happy, so you rely on the idea of goals or the approval of others to do it for you. Spiritual significance of waking up at 2 a.m. Physical. You may be having digestive problems, either related to your small intestine or your liver. You may be eating or drinking too much or too little. Mental. This is usually due to unresolved pockets of energy that you accumulated in early or middle childhood. When you were young, your inability to process what they meant made you either avoid or resist the circumstances in which they arose. Even today, it still has an impact on you. Spiritual. You need to eliminate those old, limiting, inherited beliefs and ideas you have about yourself that you acquired before you were even aware of what was going on. Spiritual meaning of waking up at 3 a.m. Physical. You may have problems with your lungs. It may simply be an inability to breathe deeply and relax. Mental. You need guidance and direction. Although you are beginning to have an awakening in your life, many things are still very new to you. So you are literally waking up in the spiritual, witching hour, which is not necessarily a bad thing, to absorb more of the information you need. Spiritual. Since 3 a.m. is the time when the veil between dimensions is at its lowest, it is possible that energies are trying to communicate with you, past loved ones, guides, etc. It is also possible that, because you are becoming more sensitive to subtle energies, your body is waking up when there is more going on in the physical world. Stay awake and write down any messages you receive or ideas that pop into your head at this time. Spiritual significance of waking up at 4 a.m. Physical. You may have bladder or sweating problems. This is the time when your body temperature is lowest, so you may be too hot or too cold. Mental. You may be too hot or too cold in your personal life, feeling both very fulfilled and sidelined by doubt. Know that this is part of the process, and will help you understand balance and duality. Spiritual. You are in a time of ascension, upliftment and great change in your life. As you usher in the new, you must strive to accept letting go of the old. Spiritual significance of waking up at 5 a.m. Physical. You may be having problems with your large intestine, or with your diet and nutrition. Mental. You may not be convinced that you deserve the love of others or your own well-being. You are probably too caught up in your self-critical state of mind to really embrace all the amazing things you have built for yourself. Spiritual. You are reaching a high point in your life where you are finally empowered, positive and thriving. Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. can be a sign of a spiritual awakening.